Right, we're back in the Falcon today, the FG X unit that we got. To do a follow-up of the video, we put the Sync 3 display in there to replace the Sync 2. And today, we're going to try and get the camera to work with the display. I'll show you what I'm on about, and we'll go from there. Yes, I took this off. This is down the mess down there. This is actually the device. It's pretty good. It's a mirror with a built-in dash cam, and it has the camera in the back. But the problem I have is when you're towing, you go in reverse. This is showing an image of the front of the trailer. So I'd like to get it plumbed into the dashboard just because it should work. So what this has is USB to power it, an AV, which have two cables. Managed to fish them out. There we go, they're fished out now. They run down the column here, the pillar. I'll cut them out. I found them. They come down to behind the seal here. That's going to be the cable back to our camera. And then it's going into the power here somewhere. Biggest issue is going to be getting that, or that cable there, that cable across here somewhere to that screen. That shouldn't be a huge problem. We should make that work. Better get in under here somewhere. But yeah, so cut these cable ties out of here, and we'll see what we've got. Yeah, see what's what. Now we'll just get this cable halfway around there. We'll pull it. I think I watched our old video. Pull that dashboard out, stick that up and behind it, and plug our video in. And hopefully that's all this will take. The recap from previous video, it has the two 7mm bolts there, two 8mm bolts there, and that should be able to at least slide the ICC out enough to get a cable in the back of it and put an adapter between the screen and the unit. I've done, got the USB cable here, stuck it in there, it's like a draw wire, it's hanging down there, so we'll tape our wires to that. We can fetch our USB up, run our wire along the side of all this, so you've got this proper harness here. We'll run up in there, this general area, and then we have to get our adapter in, plumb it in, and hopefully this works, and we'll find out if it works or not. But let's get that happening. The issue I've seen so far is this actual adapter is getting it to fit in here. I think where that is there, we should have clearance to put it back in the hole. But it is a bit of a tight fit. But what we'll do, we'll half put it in. Then we're going to try our cable, see what one's the video, and then solder it all together. Hopefully this works. Yeah, it should go back in hopefully. But we'll wait to find out. Right, the good thing is this is all going to work. It's going to bolt down. We just got to plumb the video into that and the power into the power. And I think we've got something going on. For now we'll get our wire power just twisted together there. Come from our 5-volt adapter that's in there. We've assumed the green wire is going to be the wire. We'll see what happens. So we'll turn it on. See how we went. Park. Screen comes on, it's a good sign. Car starts. Anticipation. I lost all my settings, got to unplug the power earlier. Let's whack it in reverse, see what happens. The camera. Right, we'll just try the other wire. Otherwise, the next option is you might have to look into putting an actual Ford camera in it. But we'll try otherwise, see what happens. Right, a couple days later, we have a new camera. So that one wasn't, I couldn't get it to work. It's just like 14 bucks on eBay or something. Claims to be NTSC, which this is what this thing apparently needs. So we've got the AV there. You're going to run that lead up into, just going to test it inside the car. Then we've got to find some power to run it. Claims to run 12 volts. So I'll find some power, and then we're going to turn it on and see if it works on the screen. If it does, we can wire it into our old wiring that's going to the back of the car. So hooked it up to the charger / power supply. Pulling bugger all amps, seems about right. And we've got our AV going to our camera. It's plugged into the dashboard. So let's whack it in reverse just to see what happens. Not a whole lot. Alright, we're gonna take this inside, plug into some televisions. Let's see. Ooh, what's going on? That wasn't very tight there. We'll get inside, plug it in, see how it goes. We're back with this camera. This one got a eBay, thought it wasn't that good. Turns out, well, not compatible with this car. It has this white wire here. You cut that, that changes the video format somehow. I'm on the mess over there. There you go. So I cut that and now works on my television inside. So one last test for this, we'll see if we plug it into the screen, if it's going to give us an image worth anything. So let's get this back apart again and check it out. So a camera, look at the blue wire is going up into the harness we bought. Camera's powered up by a power supply / charger, so here goes nothing. Whack in reverse. There we are, look at that. There's that picture of ourselves. So next step is to wire that up to the wiring from the old camera. It's running through the car. It's got to connect a couple AV plugs to it, and that's going to work. That's a miracle. So we might quickly run the siren line out to get that happening.
Now what events for the hunter is, if
radio works. Yeah, except I got to rerun the wire up into the dashboard, took that out. Don't think I'm going to need it. But it should only take 20 minutes, half hour, and we'll get that sorted. As you see, it's now dark. Second test, we've got the wire going into there somewhere. Coming through here, I just sort of floor at the moment. Take that back up, let's whack in reverse, see if that wire coming from the back of the car is any good. So that camera needs good clean. I think it's good. It's dark out there, but it's got the arrows on there, which means it should be working. It's probably pointing straight at the ground actually. Yeah, it is working. We'll attach it and put all that together and we're done. Wow, here we go, one last test. We've got all that together, all the dashes put together. I've taped the camera outside with some good double-sided tape at the moment. But we go to reverse and there's the outside world behind us. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit offset, but we can adjust that as well. It's offset because there's in the number plates around. We'll go ahead and see if we can see it. Yeah, it's just sort of next to the number plate, so it's a little bit offset, but should do the job. This is sort of where the old one was anyhow. It was in the mirror. But yeah, it's got to screw that in later on. Not so happy with it. Well, there you go. It's been a bit of a mission, but that's how you upgrade the upgrade. We've added a reversing camera to the Sync 3 Ford dashboard using the that adapter that we had earlier with the extra AV in. Yeah, we probably could have used the other camera that we had was part of that old mirror, but we don't think the pinouts for it. We're going to work. But the other camera, it costs like $20 or something, so it's a pretty cheap upgrade to have the dashboard was kind of camera missing all the time anyhow, so it's good that we can actually use the camera in function of the Sync 3, and now we've got a reversing camera in the dashboard. So with that, we'll leave you to it, and we'll see you next time.